Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today I want to give a field report for the Marvel Multiverse role-playing game, Session 2, which is a villain game. The player characters have chosen to choose to play villains, and I wanted to give the next thing that had happened. And so in this, so something unusual happened with Gorr the God Butcher. So Gorr the God Butcher, Enchantress explodes this building because she's very upset that she thinks Spider-Man, actually Peter Parker Spider-Man, has killed Red Skull back on Earth and then left his body to rot in an abandoned textile building in Hell's Kitchen, New York City. That's not actually correct. Ghost Spider-Gwen did that, right? But Enchantress blows up this building, and there's these, this was truly astounding to me. There are these just innocent bystanders who were dying from the explosion that the Enchantress had made. And Carnage and Green Goblin and Gorr the God Butcher all were like, we're going to finish off these bystanders. And I was like, whoa, man. So Gorr the God Butcher pins to the ground with his sword this innocent bystander, but the innocent bystander is not dying, right? And so he attacks this person multiple times, and he pins this innocent bystander to the ground with his sword. And at this point, I inform him that he can't pull his sword from the ground, and the innocent bystander is not dying, right? He immediately becomes concerned because Gorr the God Butcher, if he doesn't have the sword, he's powerless, right? So he has to get that sword back. So he investigates, and he finds that Hela has pinned his sword to the ground and made it so that he cannot lift this back up. And Hela is giving life to this innocent bystander because she doesn't like what she's seeing, right? So Hela is behind the Enchantress in the exploded building. She's sitting at a table. She stands up and makes it clear to Gorr the God Butcher that she has stopped him from killing this innocent bystander and is giving this innocent bystander life to continue to live, and is stopping him from pulling his sword off. Sword out of the ground. He goes over to Hela, has a conversation, and says, "Hey, what's going on? Why is this happening?" And she's like, "You can get your sword back, right? But you're going. And he's like, "What do I have to do?" And she's like, "Kneel," right? So Gorr the God Butcher, run by the player character, by my Iron player, kneels before Hela, and Hela allows him to get his sword back. And then he begins assisting the innocent bystander who lives. Very, very interesting, right? Now, Carnage has already killed Moon Knight, beheading him with an axe that was made from his body. Carnage can make weapons literally from the symbiote. And then I think I may have misspoke, but Green Goblin finished Miles Morales. So now Miles Morales and Moon Knight are dead, okay? And Carnage then sees Hela and goes to kill her, right? And I said to the player, I was like, you've seen that Hela has already easily lived through the explosion that the Enchantress made. You've seen that Hela has already made Gorr the God Butcher kneel, right, before her in power, right? She's dishing out huge amounts of damage when she attacks, and you could tell that this ain't no joke. Like if you roll against her, Carnage has enough combat experience to understand this is not wise, right? And so the player's like, well, I have to do it because Carnage would do it. And I don't think he's wrong. I have heard this before, like, oh, it's not what I would do, it's what my player would do. I understand, right? But just to be super clear, Carnage went to attack Hela. Hela straight wrecked him. Absolutely wrecked him and put him in the ground and literally killed Carnage, the player. And that was my Acacia player. And just wrecked him, just killed him. Exactly the way I warned him would happen, right? Now, I didn't have to feel, it was very nice because I didn't have to feel any guilt over this player's death because It wasn't on me. It was on the player. I literally warned him. I was like, "You really want this?" Or like, he's like, "It's not me. It's what Scott Carnage's got to do, right?" And he's not that wrong. Like, he's, you know, Carnage is zany and wacky and probably has bad combat tactics, I guess. You know, and also I felt really good about this because this is a villain game, right? Moon Knight and Miles Morales are already dead in the first 20 minutes of the game, right? And so I was very comfortable seeing a player character who had attacked innocent bystanders lose their life within, you know, lose their player character life within that game, right? And that's exactly what happened, which was surprising to everyone. I think it was very, very surprising, right? So what else? And then, yeah, and you know what? There's actually more that happened in this session. I'll give you another video with more. So I just wanted to talk about Gorr the God Butcher kneeling to Hela, and then Hela killing Carnage, and those are the events that I wanted to kind of define in this story. These field reports, I know, you know, I'm always amazed that people, you know, watch my videos, engage with my videos. It's such a blessing, and I just wanted to say again, thank you guys for listening to me share my field reports. Cannot brag on my Marvel Multiverse RPG enough. It is fantastic. I highly recommend that you watch it and that you play it, that you buy it and you play it. You can get the book for less than $35 on Amazon. If you got that cheddar, go get it for 60 USD in your FLGS, which is exactly what I did. Actually, I bought 3 of them so far. I bought one for 60, full retail at FLGS, and I bought 2 from, and I own 3 Marvel Multiverse hardbacks, which is pretty amazing. So, yeah, so I just wanted to let you know that, and I really wanted to say thank you for letting me share this. Every single word of that is my humble opinion. What's important is when I get to hear your humble opinion, when you get in the comments and send your traffic. Please consider liking and subscribing, and have a wonderful millennium.